Look who's in the house. It's Linda G. Everybody. And she's got her camera set on mood lighting.
I haven't. Well, I don't know what to tell you guys. I'm just foggy, and we couldn't figure out. We were trying to figure out what the heck, and I don't know what to tell you. I looked at chat, and they said it's some environmental thing. So, but it's sunny outside, and I don't know what to tell you. It's weird.
Well, it's all good. You just look softened. It's a romantic mood setting that you didn't even know.
I look like a ghost.
No, you don't.
Yours is nice and crisp and clear. And this is a brand new camera. My daughter bought it for me.
Wow. Okay. Well, so we're just glad that you're here. We're glad that you're here. All right. So I, like many other people here, watched your last video with your predictions for August, and we're going to talk about some of those. But I wanted to go ahead and ask you. I have friends that live in Salem, Oregon, and my brother, my nephew, his whole family, and a lot of other friends that I have live on the Washington coast and Northern California and Oregon. And you had Tom Timur on, who we quite a while back, and who we're very grateful for teaching us about our most benevolent outcomes and our benevolent prayers. So we're very grateful for that. But he had some startling predictions that have some people a little bit on edge because they live not too far from the ocean. And I just wanted to see if you could use your pendulum or ask your guides and angels, or because he said there was going to be a earthquake that was going to rattle that the North Pacific coast, and that, pieces of land would go off into the ocean. So could you see if you...
Yeah, afterwards I got a plethora of people writing very upset. He's asking to be on my show recently, and I'm going to have to tell him, you know what, dude? I get people writing me letters. I have people still saying he shook me up to my core.
Well,
now
scary.
What he's saying is no different than what Notre Dame said. It could very well be true, but I can tell you, I usually get a sense, but it feels like it's not even going to happen in my lifetime. Like it feels like a phenomenon that will take place, but it feels like decades away. But I did feel the, what's the name of the volcano? Rainier?
I did see you say that. Yeah, Mount Rainier.
I saw Rainier taking off. I saw from the distance up in the air, I could see this. But it wasn't like Armageddon. It was a poof. And I see plenty of notice, and I see people being able to leave and, take care of business. And I don't see deaths. And the same thing with Oregon. I saw that one in the ocean coming up, but what I do see is a lot of earthquakes, but not 9.0s. More like a lot of 4s, 5s, and maybe 6s.
Okay. All right. And then Kathy Rollins says that Mount Rainier has been rumbling lately. Well, I didn't even know that. And I have a cousin that I'm close to that she hikes up there all the time. So I didn't
They're
even
going to give everybody plenty of notice. That I can tell you.
Has Rainier ever blown before?
I think so, right?
I think, where'd you go? I think Mount St. Helens blew in.
Oh, St. Helens, yeah.
Yeah, and that brought over a whole bunch of ash. That was years and years ago. She's rumbling, but not a big deal. Okay, so, well, there, Linda has...
Yeah, the thing is that what I got was there's plenty of notice. Plenty of notice.
I feel that I did a spread on it, and I feel that there is a problem. There's a focused area that they're concentrated on, but I also feel that there will be plenty of notice, and that, pretty much everybody's okay. I mean, there's always going to be a problem with an earthquake, but I mean, for the amount of people there. Oh, thank you, Stephanie. A square peg. Okay. And then that brings us to the next question, because I believe he also said that Yellowstone that there would be.
It's not Yellowstone. The animals are walking away from Yellowstone.
Really?
Right. That's what they've been showing that on the news. But you know what? It's the rumblings. It's the movement under the ground that's causing this upset. Okay. I can't guarantee, but I would get that hit of, oh my God, you know, I've never felt like the cauldron, the thing where we get 50 years of no sunshine. That's not coming up right now.
Okay. Okay. All right. That's good to know. That will help allay fears in that area as well. Okay. Oh, Rainier explosion was 1,000 years ago. Isn't that crazy?
Wow. So it's probably due. But I see threat and I see some volcanic action, but nothing even like the other one that happened that you just told me about.
Yeah.
I see plenty of notice too. Okay,
good. I'm getting more difficult cards for Yellowstone than I am for earthquake off of the coast of Oregon. So
yeah, we'll see. Yellowstone is going to have several eruptions.
Okay.
But it's weird. Maybe that's better. It has several because it releases and then it releases again.
All right. Thanks for that. That's going to make a lot of people feel better.
Yeah.
Now, a second whistleblower has come forward. Oh, thanks, Rondaroo. About in regards to Emil Bove and about him becoming a federal judge. And so it's a second whistleblower. You know, he's the one that nobody wants in, and there's over 200 federal judges and former district attorneys and attorney generals or whatever that have written in that said they don't want Emil Bove being confirmed. So there's a second whistleblower now, and they're not connected. So do you feel that he is still going to get through with his nomination or not?
Let me look.
Because the whistleblower.
Hey, I picked this zucchini in my garden this morning.
Oh my.
Jesus Christ. Two of them. I seen it when I was a baby and I wasn't paying much attention and it grew.
My goodness. That's got some.
There's enough there to feed a family of 5.
That's a curvy zucchini there.
Okay, tell me what I can tell everybody about the second whistleblower. Yeah, Trump's determined to have him. That's the hard part.
Yeah. Will Emil Bove get through his position?
Interesting.
A lot of
he probably will get in, but there's a lot of people upset about this. He might be somebody that they're able to remove as soon as the Dems take over. Trump wants them, so it's almost like they still listen to their master.
Yeah.
With all this stuff going on, Trump will lose his ability to tell people what to do. It's only a few months away.
Yeah, that's good. So that's actually a good segue into the next question. I feel like it looks like he's going to get through, but he is going to have legal representation for something. So I don't know if he's going to have to bring a lawyer with him in for
He's got really bad cards and the outcome is starting a new job. So I would say, even though everybody's against it, he'll start the new job, but then the tower comes after that. So he may start it and get thrown off of it.
Okay. Wow. That's crazy. Okay. So many people, astrologers, Becca from House of Lenormand did a grand tableau that said that all hell breaks loose in August, especially around the time where there's a hurricane by a state that has a fleur-de-lis, which would be Louisiana.
Yeah.
And so a lot of this stuff happening in August. I had a dream August 16th, 2024. Thank you, Carmen. that my angel told me we signed up for one more year of this.
Oh, cool.
And so that would be August 16th or the end of August in 2025. And I got a bunch of flack for that because people said, it can't go one more year. We don't have one more
I
year.
know
What
people
are you talking
don't
about?
want to, they want to know he's going now and blah, blah, blah. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, so there's a lot of, and actually Andre addressed this in his last video I saw as well. There's a lot of people that think, because of other readers and whatnot, that a panel of people will be chosen and brought in to take over for Trump instead of J.D. Vance. So do you think that J.D. Vance will be made president when Trump starts to go down and gets sickly, or has to resign?
I think the MAGAs will go against him. They'll say, no, we don't want him there. I've never seen him being able to be the president. If he's there for a minute. He's, and by the way, Trump is not trusting him at all. He thinks he's still talking to Murdoch.
Okay, so
people think that they're going to put J.D. Vance as the end of their troubles. J.D. Vance is, he's worse liked than Trump is. What is he at? 16%? People like him?
I don't know. It's bad. And then he's meeting with all of these other people. So there's no, I mean, I don't even think that man knows who he is.
No.
I think he has multiple personality disorders or something.
I'm not the least bit worried about him.
Okay.
If there's trouble coming, like I think is coming, I could very easily see what Andre's talking about. There would be a panel because all of them are in legal troubles, including Mike Johnson.
Well, okay. So Andre was trying to tell people, maybe I didn't make myself clear. Andre was trying to tell people there won't be a panel, that by our Constitution, it will go to J.D. Vance and then the Speaker of the House.
Right.
But other people disagree. So do you feel it's a panel or J.D. Vance or?
I don't see J.D. Vance stand because I see people, I don't even know if Trump's alive. I see tons of people gathering together. The Dems will take over this time next year in November. And I just see all kinds of hearings. I see people just done with, I think Trump might be gone, physically gone by then. And so J.D. Vance, even if he's in there, he's a nothing burger. He can't do a thing.
Okay, thanks. Thanks, JC. Yeah, and Andre says no panel. Your Sterling says panel.
Oh, okay. Okay. Well, I don't agree or disagree. I just can tell you, if J.D. Vance steps in as vice president, it's a nothing burger. You might as well just put a dog in there.
Okay, so he'll just be a feckless anything until election time.
People will be mad at him too, because they'll be mad at Trump, which is interesting.
Okay.
I feel people vary there. He'll have the usual poor people with nothing that will love him. But I see a lot of people just furious.
Okay, so that makes sense. Do you feel like there's going to be any messages coming out about Elon Musk and any bad stuff about the numbers or the voting numbers for entertainment purposes only, like he assisted with something? Do you feel like there's going to be information coming out?
Well, he did, but I don't see him fessing to it. Not right now. You know what? He's not going to come out. He may give the information to someone else. The reason he's not coming out is because he's on that welfare in the United States. He gets all kinds. That's how he lives, is from the contracts. And he's still getting contracts. So he doesn't want to, upset the apple cart. Even though he doesn't like Trump and he doesn't like these tax things he's doing, he's keeping his mouth shut right now. That's what I get.
Okay. Do you think it'll ever come out what he did?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Remember, I kept seeing him traveling to a different country. And he might just announce everything he's done when he's in a different country.
Okay.
Let's say that Trump finds out something he's done. He cuts him off, really cuts him off.
Mm-hmm.
If Trump cuts him off, this guy will move to another country and blab.
Okay. All right. So you talked about a lot in your last video. You talked a lot about Ghislaine Maxwell. They have subpoenaed her. Do you think that she will testify in front of Congress?
Yes, she's already agreed.
Oh, she has agreed. Okay. And how do you think that'll go? Other people are asking me to ask you if you feel like
it almost feels like, of course she comes off with much ado about nothing, but I feel she drops something. There's something there. I see people like, you know what I'm saying? Let me throw the cards.
Okay. Will she testify? Will she tell the truth?
Will she testify? Yes, she will testify. Do you know that in this testifying, they're bringing in more information? They might even have a surprise person that comes in and testifies. She might not be the main show. It could be someone that comes in behind her, or someone's going to release information. I know they found the money trail from Trump to Epstein. It was pretty significant. So I feel her holding them off. But something is said, and I don't know if something's revealed. I don't know if it's from her or someone else.
Yeah, I've got the exact same thing, Linda. I feel that there will be I'm seeing 3 queens here. So if she shows up, then I feel like there's going to be other people that show up, or other women that are brought in, just like you said.
Yeah.
I really feel that. Yeah.
Yeah.
So not only did I get 3 queens, but I got the 3 of cups. So
okay.
I feel like she's in trouble. And I had read on her before, and I kept getting that she gets betrayed by someone, either her attorney or somebody else, and she goes down before she goes up. So they could be tricking her too.
Yeah, she doesn't trust him.
That's what
she doesn't trust Trump.
All
and
right.
Can I say this? I don't know what this has to do with anything, but I feel she's pissed at Trump because I feel she knows Epstein was taken out. She knows that. And I feel that when they got her and put her in jail, it's like, why didn't you offer me some sort of plea deal back then? Do you know what I'm saying? It's like, oh, you're coming to me now because you need me. But back then, you'd put your nose up at me. He told everybody, I wish her the best, but he wasn't moving towards helping her. Now, all of a sudden, and I think she's disgusted with him.
I'm sure, but he's also her only
yep.
way out. Yeah. Okay. Wow. All right. Do you have any sense of who may betray her? You just feel like it's someone that they call in that she just isn't expecting?
I do. I feel like it's someone. Well, it's interesting because mostly, Johnson will cut off anybody they don't want. But I feel they managed to slide this person in, and they're shocked with the testimony. That's what I get.
All right. That sounds good.
Let me close this door because my gardener's coming.
Okay.
And it'll be loud blower. There we go. It was foggy and cold this morning. And now it's sunny outside. That could be why this is foggy, because it was cold here this morning.
Maybe.
So.
Okay. Let's see. The next question is Secretary of Defense, Fox News host, weekend host, Pete Hegseth. He's in the Pentagon, and he's having huge problems with the people in the Pentagon because he has been using polygraph tests to test people's loyalty to see who has leaked information. And now he's denying a promotion to a senior officer And so now he's at odds with his generals. I feel weird even saying with his generals. Like, what is he even doing with? How did he even get in there? Anyway, what do you feel like his future looks like? Because he's having really big problems, and there's complaints going to the White House and all this Signal Gate stuff. Do you think he's going to stay in there or get out?
I feel he's going to have to go. He's going to do something else. Something else. Could even be drinking involved. But you know that the senators on the Republican side are very upset because he can't. Not only did he fire people, he hasn't gotten replacement because nobody wants to work for him.
I feel like, yeah, they're going to give him an offer he can't refuse. Oh, people at the Pentagon are demanding that he resign immediately, I guess.
Yeah, something's going to happen that Trump says, buddy, I'm sorry, but you know.
That's going to be removed.
Trump knows he's a liar too. It might even be he was at some event and he got drunk or something. Something's coming up. He's about ready to go through a scandal. Yeah. 7 days, 7 weeks, 7 months, they're going to ask him to go.
All right. I got a 7 with the hangman.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's.
They might give him the option to say he's stepping down, so it doesn't look bad for him.
Yeah. I think they're going to take away some of his privileges too, somehow.
Because he got too
cocky.
Yeah. He got too
over his skis.
Yeah, he's egotistical and he comes off like king for a day. And you know, they said that he refused to give Ukraine those the stuff. And Trump says he never asked me not to do it. But then I don't trust Trump either.
Yeah, I did a reading on that, and I feel like Trump told him to not.
Yeah, because he likes to follow the master.
Yes. Okay, here's a very interesting question. Someone posted on my page, on my community post. There's a Greek island not far from Santorini called Mykonos.
Oh.
Mykonos, Mykonos. And she evidently, this is a giant party place, just giant, where they have DJs all the way till like 7 a.m., you know, in the morning. And there's giant parties and big, you know, boom bass and people.
I think I've heard of this. And this is for rich people?
Very wealthy people go there. Yeah. I mean, people of all kinds go there. But it's a ritzy place to hang out. Yeah. So she keeps hearing this no matter what she's doing. As time is going by these last couple of weeks, it just becomes more prominent. She's hearing it clairaudiently. She's feeling it. She's hearing it. She hasn't seen it, but she keeps hearing the name of it. And she doesn't have any connection to this island. Do you feel like there's going to be a volcanic episode there, or earthquake, or just okay, so Mykonos. Okay, thank you, P. Doxy. Mykonos.
Oh, thank you.
Do you feel like there's going to be some sort of, or it could be a terrorist thing or something?
Yeah, I'm feeling natural phenomena, but that's not coming up for a few years.
Okay, so for a few years. So maybe she's just hearing it early.
She could be right. You know, this is my opinion. That's what I got.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So we'll have to see. They don't have volcanoes there. Okay. So it must be earthquake, or maybe there's just going to be a giant problem there.
Yeah.
Okay.
It might even be something with the weather related, not necessarily volcanic, but it might be weather or earthquake type stuff.
Yeah. So they could have a giant storm or something that's unexpected, or earthquakes, whatever. Okay. All right. Now, Zoran Mandami, the mayoral candidate for New York City.
New York.
Right? He's a socialist. Apparently, his parent they moved to New York, they moved to the United States, and he became a citizen. He moved here at the age of 7, but he just recently met I don't know how long ago he met this lady online, but they decided to get married just recently here, literally just days ago, and they had a giant, lavish, hugely expensive Bezos kind of wedding in Uganda at his parents' ginormous estate.
His parents have money?
Yes, big money. And apparently they went there to have this giant wedding. And the area there were in mourning. They hadn't even buried some official that had just died there. So they were aghast that they were going to have this lavish celebration, 3-day celebration wedding like they do in India. So did he wreck his chances with this as this now starts to come out? As he shot himself in the foot?
What's his first name again?
Zohran. Zohran. Zoran Mandami.
People are getting turned off with people with money.
Well, because he's a socialist. He wants rents to come down and fixed rents, but then he goes and does this whole huge thing. So I'm just wondering, was that the right time for this? Did he shoot himself in the foot?
His father's got bad health. He's got the tower, something unexpected. I always felt like he could win, but these cards don't show him winning. They show the tower. They show the 4 swords. I felt a man that he loves is ill. So I don't know if he says, I can't run right now because I need to take care of my dad, or what.
Well, it could be his dad is a bit older than his mother. But I'm getting a bunch of gossip over this and the 7 of Swords and the Moon card. So I'm thinking that and there's AOC endorsed him, but the guy Hakeem Jeffries will not endorse him.
Interesting.
And it's said that his dad was anti-Semitic, and so there's some bad feelings there. So I just wanted to know what your feelings were with him. So you think he's got a tower?
Well, I always thought he was like he was riding a carpet. But right now, based on what you said and throwing the cards with the tower, something unexpected will happen.
Okay.
He met the woman online?
He did. He actually met her on a dating app.
My God. And is she
the same religion?
Is she the same religion as him?
I don't know.
Well, for the family to spend that kind of money, it's probably the same.
I don't know. Okay, let's see. Oh, I wanted to do the Roy Cooper question too, because Roy Cooper just announced. Okay, another psychic, Mystical E4U said another psychic she follows says after a huge event in Paris, the whole Epstein case will be revealed. It's far bigger than Epstein and Maxwell. It's a worldwide underground organization. So how do you?
Whoa.
Do you feel that?
Oh, yeah, it's got top-notch people involved. There were some people who were following the underground kidnapping and everything of children, and something happened that they had to shut it down. So it's huge. It's huge.
Okay. It's going to be bigger than what any of us thought.
Yes, yes. And not necessarily right now. It just keeps coming out. It'll just keep coming out.
All right. And then there was another person here that asked the question, does Ivanka think that her dad had anything to do in her mother's fall? Does Ivanka Trump blame or think that her dad is suspicious, or does she have?
I just heard no. That's what I got.
Okay. All right, good.
But if he had something done, he paid someone else to do it. Because her non-disclosure agreement was ending. She might have even said she was getting ready to reveal all, and then she was tossed down the stairs. So, I don't think, and in that coffin that was so heavy, those are all her files. Those are all her files. So I wouldn't doubt something will come up, maybe not while I'm alive, but they will reopen that grave and you'll see, because she was cremated and that thing was hellish heavy.
Yeah. Yeah. That was, we've been doing some readings in our psychic development class, and it all comes up that there was foul play. It has. Yeah. It's come up that way for a long time. All right. And so now Roy Cooper, he was a former governor, right? And now he's coming up to run for the Senate in North Carolina. Do you have a feeling on him?
I don't know who he is, but I can throw on it.
Yeah, he's a big deal in North Carolina.
Okay. Roy Cooper. Well, he's on a horse, very happy. Do you know who's running against him?
No, I don't. I think I would remember if I heard it, but at this moment, I don't remember.
It will be a tight race, but I think he'll win. They're going to try to throw some crap at him.
Yeah, I got that too.
He's there, yeah. You know, they do these accusations and it's total fraud, but sometimes it does damage before it's even announced it's fraud. But it looks like he'll win because I think a lot of people will like him. Somebody just said he was the former governor of North Carolina.
Yeah, he was he was the former governor, and now he's running for the Senate because he's termed out in his.
I think he'll make it. But something underhand, you know, they're going to play dirty.
All right. What about any, you're very good at calling the extraterrestrials or otherworldly beings into, did you do that at Shasta too with Danny?
Yeah, we sure did. And some people got some great pics of, ships. And it wasn't as good as I've had in other because, you know, this time of year it's still light out till 9 o'clock.
Right, exactly.
We still had light out most of the time.
All right. So do you feel like that we're going to get, will they make themselves known more here in the United States? Will there be
they're
more?
Here. They're not anywhere else. They're here. They're psychically with us. Emotionally, they're not very emotional, but they can't interfere with mankind, but they can stop nukes. They can stop any nuclear action, but they're here already. As far as them, those of us who walk into the higher realms, those of us who are advancing, can probably detect them, hear them, or see them even more. But they've made a lot of appearances. You see it on the news all the time. People, oh my God, what's that?
Yeah. Do you feel that when you work with crystals, are they very attracted to crystals like Lemurians or?
I'm so sorry. I don't work with crystals. There's some people out there so good. Carol from Angel Heart sold crystals. She knew all about crystals. Me, I'm not so much.
Oops. Okay. All right. And then if you, one of the exercises we did in our class was if we were remote viewing and we were looking at the whole United States, what area do you see having a big weather anomaly next?
Well, I always saw like Nebraska, Utah with something, but I also see, you know, Florida is going to go through some water, probably tornadoes, probably Texas in the Gulf of Mexico.
Florida on the Gulf Coast or the other coast?
I feel both coasts. I see good size heading towards Miami.
Okay. Like a hurricane headed towards Miami?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
I
And
was
then
watching a show about, what do they call them? Durangos or something? These terrible weather events that hit Houston,
derechos?
Texas. Yeah.
Yeah.
Houston, Texas. Oh my God, that was scary as heck. And it killed, I think, like 7 people. It was spooky.
Okay. And so you think that's what's going to happen in Nebraska or Utah, or just huge storms?
Nebraska and Utah might be earthquake or volcanic action. Not Armageddon, but volcanic action.
Okay. I didn't even know they had anything around there.
I don't know why, but when I go above the United States, I can see those orange, or it could be a huge fire.
Okay. All right. And do you think that, do you have any feelings about Elon Musk and Trump making up just
No.
for, do you think they'll appear again together?
No, they actually, even Trump doesn't trust him. Trump hates him, but he has to keep him close because he knows that he knows too much.
Okay.
And as long as he keeps feeding Elon with, contracts, he's fine.
All right. So you don't think, will Elon be involved anymore? Do you think he'll go ahead with his New America Party, or do you think he'll drop that?
Funny, when you said that, I heard he's going to drop it.
Okay.
He might not get enough people to sign up. I don't know. It's not going to take off.
Okay. And then, so you don't think it'll get legs? It'll have legs.
I'm not feeling legs at all. I do feel people want something different. And I saw an interesting thing on the news that the Democrats' numbers are way down. People aren't liking the Democrats because they're not. I'll tell you who's doing a lot is that Newsom. People love Gavin Newsom because he's given him a what for, and he's not afraid of him. And that's the kind of energy the Dems want. They don't want people who are just sitting there on their hands waiting. You got to start saying stuff. So now they're upping their game, but people will want Trump out of there.
Okay. Do you think that Musk will end up working with the Democrats to work against Trump?
He might. I saw that before earlier. I thought down the road he might do something with the Dems, especially as he sees how much they're going to win. He'll want to join that bandwagon.
Okay. Can we look at that? Can you throw on that to see
Sure.
if Elon will work with the Democrats in any way to?
Yeah, but the Dems aren't going to forgive him either because he took money away from that U.S. aid and let children starve.
Yeah, it was.
There's nothing that is a non-forgivable act.
Well, that's that, and all their jobs and wrecked people's lives, and
so he can't come in like king for a day.
Still has people scared. I mean, it's still going on. It's not over. That Doge crap.
I see Trump giving information to somebody else who's going to leak. I see leaking. He's got the devil. He won't be trusted. And there'll be some legal problems for him. I think the Democrats will go forward with some sort of suing him for stealing information and stuff.
Okay. And so maybe he'll be, let's see if he'll ever be charged with charges for interference in the election.
Somebody's saying yes very clearly to me.
Okay.
It'll happen after the Dems take over, though, so it's not till the end of next year. I told you I see him leaving. I see him going to a different country. He will be ended, that's for sure.
Okay.
Yes, he will be ended. What'd you get?
Yeah, he's going to come up against legal. Yeah, I got the devil, and he's out again. just like you did.
Yeah, and I think he's going to escape. He's going to try to hide.
Yeah. He's still going to work behind the scenes, though. He is going to try to escape, but he's still going to try to manipulate things behind the scenes.
Right.
Okay. All right. Okay. So what about Trump's health? Are you getting any feeling about his health? Do you have an idea of when he may go down?
The wind is the hard part. I don't know if it's easy for you. I can't pick up wind, but I do feel soon. And I think his health is horrible. And astrologically, it shows that it's horrible.
Okay. All right. And what about, do you think that Kamala Harris will ever return for the fight for the presidential seat?
I don't see it.
You see her never coming back.
About it, but I feel like she might actually be focused on the state of California, but we'll see. If she runs, she'll win.
In 26 or 27 or 28, if something happens.
Yeah. When does Gavin Newsom get out? 26, I think, right?
26, yeah. So they would have to either have to be Democratic primary, or they'd have to talk amongst themselves to see, because he wants it.
He's running for president. I can feel it in my veins.
But you don't feel that she will soon? That she'll be in there soon? Okay.
I feel she's kind of done. There's a lot of stuff behind closed doors we're not privy to, but if something sneaky or underhanded is there too. Did you see he's going to file charges against Beyonce?
Yes, he has opened I guess he's going to open a suit against every single one of them for Harris campaign paying them. Even Reverend Sharpton.
Jesus Christ.
Oprah Winfrey, Beyonce, Reverend Sharpton, and I'm missing somebody. Oh, Oprah Winfrey.
But why?
Because they're saying that her campaign paid them to endorse her and paid them for events. So,
he doesn't pay anybody?
Right, exactly. Right. So do you think tourism is really down? It's tourism.
Oh,
in the
yeah.
United States is down.
I was just telling Mel, I live right next door to wine country. They're begging for people to come. Las Vegas is struggling.
Yeah, it's pretty tough.
Have you heard anything about Disneyland?
I have not.
Or Disney World?
Disney World is here. Disney World's by me. Disneyland's by you, right?
Yeah.
So but I feel like we normally have many Canadians that come to Southwest Florida in the winter, and we had some in the beginning, but as things get worse, they just weren't coming.
Yeah, and they're leaving their homes. They're not renting things anymore. Somebody was just saying to me, there's a huge flux of people leaving Florida. Is that true?
Can you say that again?
Someone said to me, there's a huge amount of people leaving Florida.
I haven't seen that, but the housing market is starting to tank a bit.
Okay.
Yeah. I haven't really seen a mass exodus. And not where I live. Maybe on the other coast, maybe.
Maybe, yeah.
Yeah. But not on this coast that I'm aware of.
Right.
Okay. So let's see. Do you have any, like you asked Sterling, do you have any feelings about something big coming up this coming week? Because the astrology is rather explosive. And like any big events coming up this week or next week in the near future, next couple of weeks?
That's coming up for the United States?
Like for the United States, yeah. Like, are we going to be in
There's some other leak that's getting ready to come out that's going to be all over the news.
About the Epstein thing?
I think it's about the Epstein thing. And I see Trump. I don't know if he tries to pull a bunch of crap over our eyes and say that this is what was found. and everybody knows he's lying, I could just hear people yelling liar.
Okay. All right.
But there's huge stuff coming up. There's a particular man that's going to cross pretty soon. That has to do with something with Washington.
Someone in the political
might
realm.
be Mitch McConnell or somebody like that. Somebody's going to go.
Okay.
I don't want Rupert Murdoch to go yet because he's the one that's going to really give Trump a what for.
And do you think that he's going to continue leaking evidence and bringing things into play?
Oh, God, yeah. And then they're like, come on. Trump doesn't want to come to an agreement and say, never mind. But he ought to say, never mind, because they got a lot of stuff on him.
Now, what about that famous biographer, Michael Wolff, that wrote about, he's been saying things about Trump when he got Marla Maples pregnant, that Trump actually had ideas of how he could get rid of Ivana, and even fantasized about pushing her down the steps for entertainment purposes. Only he said these things on recent interviews in the last few days. So do you think that he's going to come into any danger? I mean, he's exposing a lot of stuff, and he's
Trump
saying,
is doing that? Trump is doing that, or Wolff?
Wolff is exposing Trump for having fantasizing about pushing her down the stairs because Marla was pregnant. But he's also exposing, why exactly Epstein and Trump stopped hanging out together over that real estate deal that Trump cheated Epstein out of. He also let everyone know that Epstein got really tight with Stevie 3 shirts, Steve Bannon.
Oh.
So Epstein and Bannon were hanging out a lot after Trump was elected. So, and Bannon has countless hours of tapes of Epstein. Do you think Bannon will you think he's holding on to those? Is that like his retirement fund? Or do you think
it's like he's holding on? He doesn't want to take down Trump, though. Bannon loves Trump.
Okay. Because Michael Wolff says that Bannon and Epstein both didn't like him.
But is that why he got rid of Bannon? As he found out he was hanging out with Epstein?
That could be. That could be. And he said that Michael Wolff said that Rupert Murdoch has never liked Trump, ever.
Yeah, so I heard that too.
Do you think, can we look to see if this biographer, Michael, or this famous guy is going to get into any trouble? I mean, he's really leaking some stuff. He's all over.
I buy all his books and listen to him.
Okay, so let's see. Is Michael Wolff gonna run in? Let's ask if Wolff is gonna run into a mysterious intruder or a problem.
Well, they're talking about it, but I don't know if they'll be able to accomplish that.
Michael Wolff, the biographer, will he run into?
Michael Wolff's all about making money. Nah, he's making money off this.
Okay.
He's having interviews as he's making money. In the meantime, Trump's calling him a liar.
But no one's going to try to shut him up.
Not right now. I don't see it. Maybe you see it.
I'm seeing someone trying to pay him to shut up.
Okay.
But he may have a visit from somebody from his past. But I'm not saying
the top. That's not a money transaction here, so he could make a lot of money by shutting up.
All right. What about Ghislaine Maxwell? Do you think she's in any jeopardy?
Yeah, and she knows it too.
Okay.
She's scared about that. I could feel her fearing it. She wants to escape and go underground to someplace else. Get out of the United States.
Okay.
Change her identity.
I keep getting the 10 of swords for Kash Patel. And, like Joe Rogan had him on just even a month ago, and Kash Patel was saying, oh yeah, we're gonna expose everything. We have everything. Everything's coming out to the light. And then he goes back to the office, and the next week or two, he comes out and he says, "There's nothing to see here. Epstein committed suicide. There's, believe me, I know it when I see it. And there's nothing. There's no list. There's nothing." So, do you think that he is going to keep his job, or you think he's leaving?
Oh no, he's going to go. He's got to go.
Okay,
yeah, and Epstein did not commit Harry at all.
And do you think Bongino will go as well? Do you think Kash Patel?
Yeah, Bongino. Didn't you see what he said? I can't unsee what I saw. It's haunting him. So I don't know what he saw. Maybe the list, or he saw a film, but he knows Trump is no good.
All right. And then Bondi's on leave for cornea something or other with her eye. So
yeah, her and Bongino are in a huge fight. She's calling him the leaker.
Oh, okay. Well, and that, it could be because Bongino's, probably made more money podcasting than he does in the job that he's got,
Yeah.
So I read, and I got the King of Wands on for Bondi. I feel like they've already picked a male to replace her. Do you think she's going to be out soon?
Oh, I think so. She's on a medical leave now, and she exited stage left awfully quickly. I think Trump was furious at her for revealing that Trump's name was on the list numerous times. It got leaked. And so he's mad at her because you know how he rolls. And I think he's already thinking about changing it up and getting rid of her, even though she was so dedicated to him.
Yeah, she was really dedicated to him, but that hasn't mattered with anybody in his past. It doesn't matter how dedicated they were to him. Now, I also have a special question, because do you remember that dream you had about Trump where you saw him displayed in a glass casket?
Yeah, that was years ago. When he first became president, before I had my YouTube channel, I was in a shopping mall, and there was a coffin like Stalin with the lights on it, and it was Donald Trump. And I went down there. I said, "Oh, be doggone, that really is him." And I looked. He was kind of waxy looking, but it was Donald Trump with the red tie and the suit. And nobody was stopping to look. Everybody was mulling around, but nobody cared, I said, "I'll be doggone, he's dead." And it was a glass see-through coffin.
Isn't that amazing? Because I do a lot of dream interpretation. That's how my dreams is what got me into all of this. But I thought that could also, so it means that he'll be on exhibition when he dies. But it could also mean, because it's see-through, and because you said that nobody was paying attention to it, it's because it just becomes known that they see him for who he really is. Even MAGA will see him for who he really is. So it's see-through. Like, he can't hide anything anymore. They see him for who he is.
Right. Did you hear about my dream the other night? I had a dream that I rented a 2-bedroom apartment for me and my mom, who's been dead since 2011. And I go to her room, and she shows me these 2 stains on the bed. She said, "Linda, they left these stains." And I thought, "Oh my God, we got to get you out of here, Mom." And I went out, and I went to talk to the landlord, and there's Gavin Newsom wearing the white shirt and the jeans. I said, "Hey," and we start talking, and he was talking about politics, but it was uplifting, whatever it was. But what does that mean that he came into the dream, I wonder?
Isn't that weird? Because the stains came from the past. The stain on the sheets and the bedding came from the past. And then you saw him come in. So I'm wondering if something from his past will be brought back up.
Could be, because he can have a little bit of a past. Now, he was married to that woman that was with Don Jr., but he was with her when she was actually a good person.
Yes. And that's another thing that Michael Wolff exposed the other day. He said that when he and his wife flew on Epstein's plane, this was for one of Epstein's friends that died, was a famous guy, that one of the modeling guys. And his wife jabbed him in the rib and said that Gargoyle didn't have any undergarments on the plane. He just said that the other day. Michael Wolff said that in an interview.
Oh my God.
Craziness.
Well, you know, she got kicked out of Fox News for being so over sexual, I guess.
I guess there's something to that. Now she's in Greece, right? She's the ambassador to Greece. Do you think that she will ever give up any? I'm sure she had to sign a non-disclosure. Yeah.
No, I don't see her giving up any information.
You don't? Okay. All right. So in that dream, you went back in and helped your mom out of there, right? You got her out of there. And
yeah. I made sure that stain was removed. We replaced the whole bed.
Okay.
But it's just weird that Gavin Newsom was there.
Yeah.
But I lived in San Francisco when his wife was the DA, when she worked on that case about those two lesbian women. The one was attacked by the neighbor's dog, who let the dog kill her, basically.
Oh my God.
And she was very good at it and seemed very sweet. Something happened to her between Newsom and whatever took place in Fox News.
I think it was something sniffy.
Okay.
Something sniffy would explain all of that behavior.
So.
All right. Well, I mean, the hour has gone by so fast.
It just flies by. It's such a good time with you, Lori.
Thank you so much. Do you want to pull a card for our people in the chat to see if there's anything our guides and angels want them to know about?
Fortune's fate. Something's going to change. Things are going to go on an upswing. You know, we've been dealing with such bad news, that one piece of news after the other. And it's like changing the Kennedy Center to Milan. And it's like, what? But we can't be accepting this. We got to throw it back to the universe and say, remove this stain.
Okay. So quick changes for the better, right?
Quick changes for the better.
And I pulled a card, and it just so happens that it was on Facebook and Instagram and Blue Sky. I post a card of the day, and our card of the day was the Tower card this morning, and it just came back up again. So false structures will come down, and that would be very much like the wheel, right? The truth will be
some big announcement. Yeah. And it also can mean some shakeup.
Yeah.
So,
right.
Something unexpected. Oh my God, you guys! But it'll give us a better look at the land. So,
yep. Well, thank you for all your insights, and I know that you greatly relieved a lot of people in the Pacific Northwest. And
thank you. Well, when I talked about seeing that one go off, I just talked about something else because I got the hit, just like what I did with the original COVID. And the year before, I said there's a bad virus coming. I see people with masks.
Yes, you did.
I said it was a nasty virus. And little did I realize I was predicting something that was huge, but I just poo-pooed it and kept going. That's how I did with this. I said, I see this eruption, and wasn't specific that I see plenty of notice. I don't see Armageddon. That's what people needed to hear, because people were writing me and saying, well, my sister lives there, my brother, what? And I said, I should have been more, I should have thought of that. You just can't announce things and then just walk away.
Yeah. Well, I mean, but it's good. I'm sure you made people feel a lot.
Oh yeah. I said, listen, you guys, this is, I would tell them though, because remember I saw huge mudslides. And a lot of this stuff I've been seeing isn't happening in the United States. It's happening either in the Middle East or UK, but there's terrible storms.
I just keep getting water is the words I just.
That's what, when I did my 2025, I think that's the first thing I said. I see flooding. So, okay, you guys, love you all.
All right. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sweetie. You take care.
You too. Bye.